Hi, I'm Phil Dispenza, and this is Deals and Steals. Besides collectibles, I'm going to start covering other aspects of life, like food and clothing. So, this is going to be the first episode of a series on clothing. How to shop, how to get a deal, how to practically pay nothing for clothes, and I'm going to cover some purchases I made this past weekend. So, the first advice, I always hear complaints, oh, prices of clothing, prices of food, too high, I can't afford it. That's a lie. You can afford it if you look for the deals. So my wife and I like to go to Walmart, and all you have to do is spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your time. And if you want to get great clothing deals, and that includes shoes, just go to the clothing section. So when is the best time to purchase deals and clearances things in the clothing department? What I always suggest is go right after holidays. So I have some items here, or most of the items here are from Halloween. Why? Because this is November 25th, and Walmart is still clearing out some of the Halloween stuff if people don't purchase it. But my suggestion is show up after seasons and after holidays. So Christmas is coming. It's tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so Christmas will be here in a month. And when is the best time to buy Christmas clearance? Oh, 1 to 2 to 3 weeks after the holiday. So if you're not picky on what you're buying, you need a shirt, especially if you need it for work and not play, or you don't care if it gets destroyed. At the prices I pay, you'll understand why. So I'm going to start with, 4th of July. We had all those patriotic shirts. We were finding tons and tons for $1 a piece, and the various sizes. And you could make purchases and just resell if you need to. You buy different sizes. But again, you just have to do the work. People always think, oh, no, I'm just going to spend the money and not look for things. There are many clearance sections in Walmart in the clothing section. The women, sometimes they'll put them right in the front. Sometimes they'll put them like near shoes. I've bought $3 pairs of shoes up to, I paid $13 for the most I've ever paid for shoes lately the past few years. But shirts and dresses, summer's over, and they still have bathing suits. They had men's bathing suits down to $3. I even think some of them were $1. I just saw a ton of women's bathing suits for $1 a piece. So, wait until the season's over, wait until the holiday's over, and you'll get your deals. So I'm going to show you what I just picked up this past weekend, and I'm going to have to cut it because I got to flip the phone. I'm going to start with the $1 shirts. I have 8 shirts here. I did get a 9th shirt. It was a Stranger Things. I actually splurged and paid $5, but I'll go through each shirt that I picked up. So we start with Amazing Spider-Man for $1. Again, maybe they just want to do clearance. There's been times when we've gone to Walmart and they just take several character shirts and start blowing everything out for $1. So Spider-Man, good deal. I like Spider-Man. This was Invader Zim. I don't watch Invader Zim. I know nothing about Invader Zim, short of it's a cartoon. And so for $1, again, I'll wear it. I don't care. It's no big deal. Shirt 3 for $1. Beetlejuice. I've had several Beetlejuice shirts. I have 2 actually I picked up. I think I might have paid $3 for them. Last Halloween, this is what we did. We went afterwards, and I put a lot of it aside. I had Friday the 13th. I had Halloween, and these shirts, I keep saying I want to wear one shirt at work. So it would be like 20 days of October, 20 different shirts. But this year I was a little short. But this time I got another Beetlejuice shirt. So that'll make 3 so far. So we move on to the $3 shirts. Oh, no, I think this, I can't remember if this was $1. Let's see. Yeah, this was $3. So you also have to check. That's the one thing I didn't mention. If you have the app, we always ask the people who work there, scan the shirt for us, because this is marked $7. It's Charlie Brown peanuts. You see Snoopy in a football outfit, and this was $3. And a lot of times you'll see stuff for $3, which has been marked down to $1. They just don't feel like re-stickering everything. It's their time. It's their, prices or whatever stickers they're wasting money on. So they'll just throw it up there and hope that it sells. People like, hey, I got a better deal than the $7. I paid $3. So these were $3 a piece. They're all button down. Again, this is Halloween 2, Michael Myers. So this is one of my new Halloween shirts for next year. And $3. Shirt 5. That was shirt 5. Shirt 6. This is another Stranger Things. Again, this is marked at $11. That's the clearance price on the sticker here. But we had them scan it, and it scanned at $3. So I said, I'll pay $3 for it. Unless that's the $5 shirt. I can't remember. I buy so much stuff. We walk out of there, and my receipt's like this long. 4th Beetlejuice shirt. Now, this definitely was $3. And so next Halloween, I have another Beetlejuice shirt. And then finally, Ghostface. Scream. Now, this is a double extra large. I was hoping for an extra large. They didn't have one. The large was just a little too tight on me, even though I've lost a lot of weight. Some shirts don't fit correctly. But you can go to the Walmart and find these deals for yourself. There's no reason why, I had to spend $50 or $20 or $10. I don't buy anything for retail. And if you know me, you'll understand that. So that's this video on clothing, first episode. And as we pick up more stuff after Christmas, I'm definitely going to make another video on the clothing. So I will see you next time.
I got a deal.